Hello students, today I come along with the next presentation on structural activity relationship of cephalosporins. After completion of this presentation, you will able to know the structural activity relationship of cephalosporins. So let's begin with this structural activity relationship for cephalosporins. Here is the general structure of cephalosporins. This cephalosporins contains a fused ring system having a dihydrothiazine ring along with beta-lactam ring. Along with this, it have a different substitution on carbon number 3 and carbon number 7. It also having a substitution on carbon number 4 with carboxylic group. On carbon number 3, it having a acetoxic group. And along with this, it also having a carbon-carbon double bond in between carbon number 3 and carbon number 4. Generally, the modification which can be done on position number 3 and position number 7. So here we discuss with the 7 acetyl amino substituents. Acylation of amino group generally increases the potency against gram-positive bacteria, but at the same time it decreases the gram-negative potency. High antibacterial activity is observed only when the new acyl groups are derived from carboxylic acids for gram-positive bacteria. Moving to the next point, substituents on the aromatic ring that increases lipophilicity, which provide higher gram-positive activity and generally gram-negative activity. Next point, the phenyl ring in the side chain can be replaced with other heterocyclic ring with improved spectrum of activity and pharmacokinetic properties. The heterocyclic ring includes thiophane, tetrazole, furan, pyridine and aminothiazole. Example, cephalothene, cefuroxime. Here is the structure of cephalothene in which it contains a thiophane heterocyclic ring, whereas in case of furoxime it contains a furan heterocyclic ring. Yes, this in both examples which are having improved spectrum of activity as well as pharmacokinetic properties. Next point related to the carbon 3 substituents. First point, the nature of carbon 3 substituents influences pharmacokinetics and pharmacological properties with antibacterial activity. Modification at carbon 3 position has been made to reduce the degradation of cephalosporins. Yes, generally what happens, there is a chemical degradation happens due to the presence of acetoxic group present on carbon 3, and due to chemical degradation it will be form a lactone compound which is totally inactive. But due to modification at carbon 3 position, this will not be happens and it will be gives somewhat more pharmacological properties as well as pharmacokinetic properties better. Moving to the second point related to this carbon 3 substitution, the benzoyl ester displaces improved gram-positive activity but lower gram-negative activity. The next point, pyridine and imidazole replaced acetoxic group show improved activity against Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Displacement of acetoxic group by azide ion gives derivatives with relatively low gram-negative activity. Example, ceftazidime. Here is the structure of ceftazidime in which it contains a pyridine ring. Moving to the next point, displacement with aromatic thiols of 3-acetoxic group results in an enhancement of activity against gram-negative bacteria with improved pharmacokinetic properties. Example for this point, cefazolin. Here is the structure of cefazolin and which having a thiadiazole ring. Next point, replacement of acetoxy group at carbon 3 position with CH3 or chloride has resulted in orally active compound. Example, cephalexin, cefaclor. Here is the structure of cephalexin in which it contains a methyl group instead of acetoxy group. But if you replace this methyl group by chloride group, then compound form is cefaclor, and yes, which is also active when administered by oral route. Next point, the related to cefamycins, introduction of carbon 7 alpha methoxy group shows higher resistance to hydrolysis by beta lactamases. Oxidation of ring sulfur to sulfoxide or sulfone greatly diminishes or destroys the antibacterial activity. The sulfur must be, you doesn't change that sulfur in different form like sulfoxide or sulfone, which is not a useful one. You will diminishes or destroys the antibacterial activity. Next point, but you can replace that sulfur with oxygen. Least form compound is oxazepam. Example, latamoxef, with which have an increased antibacterial activity because of its enhanced acylating power. Similarly, replacement of sulfur with methylene group has greater chemical stability and a longer half-life. Example, loracarbef. Here is the structure of loracarbef, in which here the sulfur get replaced and there is the presence of methylene group. Means here is the presence of CH2 group, and which is also shows a very good antibacterial action. Next point, the carboxyl group of position 4 has been converted into ester prodrugs to increase bioavailability of cephalosporins, and this can be given orally as well. Example, cefuroxime oxetyl and cefodoxime proxetyl. Okay, so here you can be, this COH group is important one for showing activity, but there is a different salt form get converts, means form salt form is a prodrugs. And last point is olefinic linkage at carbon 3 and 4 is essential for antibacterial activity. Isomerization of the double bond to carbon number 2nd and 3rd position leads to great loss in antibacterial activity. So here is the structure in which there is the presence of a double bond in between carbon number 3 and carbon number 4. If you shift this bond to in between carbon number 2nd and 3rd, which is not a beneficial one, there is a loss in antibacterial activity. So here we finish the structural activity relationship of cephalosporins. Hope all of you getting this. Thank you very much.